Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Indigo Connection. That's right, I'm a dinosaur, and I'm here with Claudia,
Hello, that's me. I'm behind the camera.
and me too. I'm also a dinosaur.
And we're all here together today to show you some really fun stuff using our hands and our minds. So, during the pandemic, and well, let's face it, a lot of life, there's just so much stuff going on that just makes you feel crazy. I mean, well, as for me, I went from riding this bad boy around, bad girl actually, my old skateboard, to walking around with a cane. And it's been real fun. Not. But today, I want to talk to you about how you can be really creative with just really inexpensive stuff that you might just have lying around your house, or that you might even find at the 99-cent store. So this is my first video to you, and it's a pretty small one, but it's really an introduction. I'm going to give you some tips and interesting ideas of how to kind of keep up with creativity to help it work for you. I feel like so much of the time I feel completely mental.
Me too, I feel mental. Yeah, I feel really mental too.
And it's, it's really hard, But we have the moon in this world, and we also have the sun. And together, day and night, we can create such magic with all parts of ourselves. If you're going through something really hard, find something creative to help you let that out. Whether it be scribbling in a cheap book that you can get from the 99-cent store like this guy. Really pretty, and only 99 cents too. And I'm recording my ideas and writing them down in here. And then other days I'm drawing and painting, and it doesn't matter that there's lines on the paper. It doesn't matter because it really shouldn't matter, especially in the beginning of this video. Because life is improv. No matter how much it's planned, no matter what, it's improv, man. These things at the ends of your wrists, or your feet if you don't have hands, or your mouth, anything. This is what you're given,
Yeah, she's right, it's true. It's what I'm given. I have small ones, but I use them. Yeah, I have a big neck, but I still get along in life.
Okay, guys, can I talk now too?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Really and truly, getting stuff out, no matter how it looks, is so important. To me, the improv, the explosion of what's going to happen is something that we all fear a lot of the time. Like, what's going to happen today? Is it going to rain? I'm going to Disney. Oh my God, not that I really go to Disney much, because let's face it, it costs an arm and a leg in your firstborn. And, it doesn't matter what's going to happen. Yeah, it matters. It's crazy sometimes, but let's face it. This is what you have to deal with. It's like I was joking today. Well, it was kind of a beautiful thing and a joke at the same time. I was staring out the window and I was thinking to myself, a really beautiful and also awful thing in life is that the internet, it doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, you have state-of-the-art gear. The the internet is always going to suck ass through a straw, no matter what. No matter how much money you have, it's the fucking internet, right? And that's a beautiful thing and an awful thing at the same time. But if that's not enough to make you go get some damn paper and not be working with freaking max headroom on the freaking computer telling you, something's wrong, not going to work today, does not compute, blah, blah, blah. You know, if that doesn't make me want to run out to the woods and be the jackass that I am and grow a beard down to my junk, you know, I don't know what does. So this stuff keeps me sane, because without it, I go out of my mind. You know, and yes, I create arts that look like this at times. And then I'll create arts that look like this at times, okay? Now, as you can see, this is maybe a bit more planned and a bit more realistic and thought about carefully. But yet, you can also create works that look like this. This was unplanned. This was some crap that I scribbled to get rid of my emotions, to get them out. And it sounds hippy-dippy, but it's not. This came from a real place. All these marks, all these things. And then, as some of you saw with the videos that were sped up, and that took time, by the way. I'm not really Speedy Gonzales when it comes to painting. You know, I started drawing these shapes around these things, and I started creating faces. I'm not done with this one. I mean, some people might say I'm done with it, but I don't think I am done. I think there's more to add to it. Like, for instance, some of this just came from things that were painted on paper already. Things that I had that I just drew when I was doodling on the phone or had an idea, like some language from my soul. And then I cut them up and I start placing them in places and gluing them down with a cheap glue stick from the 99-cent store. And you can always go over it with something else like Mod Podge or some kind of sealer that keeps it all down. And honestly, this is beauty. This is going to mean something, and it's in a book. This is art journaling, and this is something that fills my soul, and it's something I share with myself. It's like having a conversation with myself deeply, and this language comes out that's from the soul, and it's a wild thing, it's a tamed thing, it's a beautiful thing, it's meaningful, it's something that comes from me. But the most important thing is to not have fear. Or, let me fix that. Yes, have fear. Fear is important. It's something to be felt. But don't let that fear stop you. Because when you stop yourself from doing things like this, how can you ever get to this? You know, two guys didn't make a plane fly by sitting around and going, oh, well, I don't know, man. I mean, that's kind of a far-fetched idea, Fred. You know, Ernie, I think I want to try to make something fly. It's called experimentation. We wouldn't have the medicines that we have that save our damn lives if it wasn't for experimentation and trying things. You don't have to show anybody this. It's for you. Well, I'm going to take you on a journey to show you my process and how I do things, and let's see if it's something you like to do. Now I'm going to cut to the chase and show you some cool ass shit. Stay tuned.